And that time I got to know that how useful it is, because within, you can say, 10 or 15 days I was out of my depression. And then I
Mm.
realized that if it's a real, right, it's not a fake thing. If it has happened with me and I am just coming out of this depression, then anyone will be able to do it.
I'm glad you're joining us today. We have Neha Gupta from India, and it's nighttime for her, but she graciously agreed to come on the podcast at this time with us. I met her actually through a group meeting. A group of artists got together, and it was very informative. And Neha is a published author, a published artist. She does a very meditative form of art that I am really drawn to. I have not done it yet, so I'm going to let you take it away and explain that to us because I am fascinated by this type of art.
Okay. So thank you so much for the wonderful, you can say, introduction. So I'm Neha from India, and thank you so much, and greetings from the India, because it's a very loving, and I can say it's a wonderful country. So thank you so much once again. Now about this art form, this is known as a mandala art form. So sometimes it's called as a mandal, sometimes it's called as a mandala. So there are different word of it. So this art form is basically a meditative and a spirituality art form, right? Because it comes from a Buddhism culture, and in the, you can say, years back, 500 or a 400-year back, the Buddhism people are used to do this as a prayer in the morning, just like we are doing the prayer to the god. So they were just making a mandala for them, right? To just, they are dedicating to their gods. So it is very much related to the, you can say, the spirituality and the meditation. And there is a scientific reason behind it, that why it's a meditative art form. Just like that, that if you are doing a one thing again and again and again and again with the same process, whether you want or you don't want, it will automatically starts giving a peace to your mind. Sometimes it's just like, if I say that that you have to put a ice cube in your hand, right? Then in the beginning it will feel like a cold to you, right? Maybe after 1 or 2 minutes it will feel like, okay, I want to give up, I want to give up, I want to give up. But there will be a time that after 4 or 5 minutes your hand will start get numbed. You are not feeling any, you can say, negative sensation. You will feel like, okay, I can do it for an hour also, right? This was the situation. When you do something consistently with the same, you can say, a positive energies, then it will start giving a relief to your mind. It is a meditative art form which you can say it keeps you away from the stress, anxiety, and the depression. And along with it, it is increasing your concentration power and the IQ level. So it's a beautiful art form, and I think everyone should learn it, because it don't require any experience. You don't have to be a knowledgeable about the art, that how to make. There are very basic techniques. If you follow it, you will be very easily able to make it. And it's a very beautiful also. So you can decorate your home also. Because I have started this journey in my postpartum depression, and that time I got to know that how useful it is, because within, you can say, 10 or 15 days I was out of my depression. And then I
Mm.
realized that if it's a real, right, it's not a fake thing. If it has happened with me and I am just coming out of this depression, then anyone will able to do it. Because there are two types of people in this world. One is that who are very vocal about it, that I am dealing with the depression. They can tell their friends, they can tell their family members. There are other types of people which are very introvert. They are not able to share their feelings. So I was that type of person, right? I was not comfortable in telling it to my husband, to my family. I was dealing it all alone. And when I got to know about this, I said, okay, because art was my childhood passion. So I know how to make art. So I just do a little research on the YouTube, and then I started it. And just the time goes, 10 or 15 days, then I realized that it's an actual thing, and it can help a lot of people in the world who are just dealing with this. Because I am teaching this to old age homes also, the schools also, corporate also, because those persons are really dealing with the depressions. and they require such information that by just doing a very small practice within a day, like you can spend a 10 or 15 minute in a day, and it will be like it will be a peace time. It is giving a calmness to your mind. So it's a very beautiful thing, and I think everyone should learn it.
Yeah, you've convinced me. You've convinced me. I do want to try and learn it. Um, I find art in general is very meditative for me, but I can see where the patterns, going over the same patterns over and over and over are almost like a chanting meditative form for the brain. And Lynn and I both listen to another podcast. What is it, Lynn? Your brain on art?
Yeah, that's a book. I
Yeah,
don't know if
and
they
I
have a
listened to
podcast.
them. Well, where did I? They were on Nicholas Wilton's podcast.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and I listened to them, and I was fascinated
On
because
gentle
there's so much research coming out right now about how the arts help improve brain function. And just like you said, help with depression, help with anxiety. I started it for the same reason. I was down, 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 and it elevates you. It's
Hmm.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
Amazing.
yes, it is
So
very
you're
amazing.
taking this, are you
Yes.
taking this into the schools, you said?
Yes, I'm just you can say giving the workshops to the schools, to the universities, to the you can say corporate, to the old age homes. So I'm just you can say I'm doing everything whatever is possible to me in doing in Mandala, because I have launched my book also. Maybe you know about it. A walk through Mandala I have launched in the month of December. Until now, I have sold that particular book to 13 plus countries in the four
Oh,
months. You can say 13 plus countries, and it's going all over India because it's a very unique book. And till now there are lots of books like a coloring book, where you can color it and you can meditate your mind, but there is no
right.
such book which will teach you how to make mandala. So I decided, okay, let's make this. And maybe you know that your a mutual friend, our mutual friend Tammy, if you know her, right? So
Yes.
there is one more mutual friend of Tammy, that is a Sharon, who lives in US, right? And she was my first client, international client. And till now, we are so close to each other. We are a best friend. And in that book, she has done a big role into it, right? There in the acknowledgement, you will see her name was everywhere because she helped me how to make that book more and more appropriate, so that the everyone can learn how to calm their mind, how to learn mandala art just through the book. Because till now what people are doing, they are just taking a course from someone, they are taking a workshop, but there is a possibility to learn through the books also, right? Where you can say you can
Right.
learn a one in the workshop, and then you can do the practice at home. There are lots of practice pages you can do, and you can create a beautiful thing, you can say of your own also. So yeah, I've
Hmm.
tried to launch. So I'm doing everything, like I'm just taking international workshops, selling my product internationally, I'm selling my posters, greeting cards, paintings, and India also, and the US also. The
That
product
is
is in US.
incredible. We
Yeah.
will definitely link your book in the comments of the podcast. So if you haven't given that information to us, just if you're listening, we will have that in the link of the podcast, so you can snatch that book up if you want it.
Hmm.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, congratulations on that. That is no small feat whatsoever. Have you made that available like on Amazon or something that's, widespread, or is it
Yeah,
through a website?
actually, till now I'm just trying to be on Amazon, but in the Amazon there is a whole legal process is going, like that you have to be GSTIN number, and there are lots of procedures. So I'm just following the procedures only. I just got my GST number in this week only. So very soon I'm gonna list on the Amazon also. And till now, all over the world, I'm selling the ebooks because of the shipping charge. The book costs $20, but the shipping charge is $30 from India. So there is no sense
Mhm.
to sell the books. You can just send the hard copies. And also the custom duties also comes in a way sometimes. So I thought to sell the ebooks, and it's a very good quality ebook and the printable book. You can take a printout at your home. And if it's an ebook, you can take a multiple printouts. If something is goes wrong, you can take another printout and then you can practice it. So I thought, okay, let's sell the ebooks, you can say all over the world, and the hard book in India. So in India, I'm selling every through the hard book, hard copies. But out of India, it's a ebook is going on till now.
That's
I
very
love that.
nice.
Yes.
Very
Do
nice.
you practice this form every single day? And do you have another job, or is this is your baby?
So currently, if I tell you about my experience, I have a 11-year professional experience. I'm a master's in technology, basically the bachelor and the master's in technology by profession. So that I was an assistant professor in the university and engineering colleges for around a 5 year, and then I shifted to corporate, and I have done you can say as an operational manager. I was in the two legal companies for the 5 year, and then the COVID came up. I delivered a baby. I have to rejoin the office, but the COVID came up. I have to leave my job because of the COVID thing. We don't have any help. The domestic helps are not allowed. Our parents are not with us. So I have to give a time to my daughter. Right now she's a 3.5 year old, but at that time she was only a 6 month old. So I have to take care of her. So I had to leave my job, and that was a time when gone into the depression, because my life, I was a self independent since so many years. So it was not just, you can say, I was not able to digest this thing that I'm not doing anything. I feel like that I'm only
Mm.
doing the household work, which I hate it. I'm very bad in the household thing. And India, there is a completely different scenario, that you have to cook every time, 4 times in a day, and there are lots of things going on, and which was just going out of my mind, and I was in a big depression thing, and I was not able to express myself. And when I got to know about this thing, so my schedule was, if you listen to it, it feel like that it is impossible. What I used to do, in the morning till night, 11, you can say 11 p.m. in the night, I was with my baby. And after 11 p.m., I have started drawing the mandala till morning 4 a.m. or a 5 a.m. And I go on to sleep. And then again, I wake up in the 9 a.m. in the morning. And I got that energy from that mandala, that I have no, you can say, not any question or the excuse that what I am doing, I'm not able to sleep, nothing. I was feeling very happy. I was not able to sleep, but still I was very happy that yes, I'm doing something for myself. This is my time. After 11 p.m., this is my time. I'm gonna spend 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours daily for myself. And I was doing it on every day. I was doing it at that time. And then I started, you can say around for 1.5 year, I was doing just for myself. And then I
Mhm.
started to know, okay, now I have done so much. Let's see if I'll convert it into a business also, if I can earn something out of it. Because I don't want to go into the corporate. Because the mentality which I got from it, my whole thing is that I want to do this is a little novel cause, you can say. It's a very social thing, social working thing, that you are doing something good for others also. In the corporate, you are just doing a 9 to 6 job, which was not satisfying your mind. This is like, yes, if someone gets you can say they are coming out of the depression just by some teaching of yours, then it's such a beautiful thing, yet you are helping others. So I decided
Yeah.
to, okay, I'm gonna make a career into it. And the lady name which I mentioned, Sharon, this lady is an angel in my life. She had joined, she was the one first client of mine, and then she just told this about this to their friends. There are lots of friends, and then they join the workshop, then their friends, and the network grows from there. And from that till here, I have, you can say, done a lot of things in this particular thing. There is a one more, you can say, artist, maybe your mutual friend is, that is also a mutual friend of Tammy and Sharon, Khalil. She also lives in US. So she is a very wonderful artist. She used to do a laser artwork on the MDF boards. So she has just taken my artwork, and she is doing in the MDF board, and she is selling in the US also. So I got such opportunity from such a wonderful people. Then I got to know that the people of the US are, they are so lovable, and without any profit, or they are looking for a benefit, they are just helping each other. They are not looking like that she is from India, why to do a help, not like that. She simply said, okay, Neha, you just send your artwork to me. I'm gonna, you can say, I'm just gonna put your artwork into the MDF, and I'll give a 50% to you. So it was a wonderful achievement for me that I am doing it. So these are the little achievement I got. And then I just got a call from a few of the person that they want to, uh, you can say, take an interview of mine, and they want to publish my story on some of the platform. And these few things just gave a wings to your career. And then you can say, I put my online gallery in the WEBBS Art Gallery London. So these are the few things which just gone, and then the whole of the journey just started begin. And since I have launched this book, so now the journey is like, I think, I can't say it's on the peak, but now, but yeah, right now my schedule is very tight. Since morning, evening, I'm just taking the courses, workshop, classes, and then I'll just, you can say, the selling the books a lot, because I'm a one man army. I don't have someone in my teams. I'm doing everything all alone. So it's difficult to handle a masses that respond to every message. You are getting 100 messages in a day. You are responding to everyone that this is the book, this is the information. If you want to take, you can take it. Today morning, I just got inspired from Dawn. I was seeing you since so long. Your videos are awesome. I always see and feel like how she take out that much of time, and she's so camera lovable that she always comes to camera and she tell about whatever she is feeling, whatever she is doing. She is in the camera and you're doing fantastic. Then I take inspiration from you. Since evening, I have think that I'm gonna post my work also about my, because I have a lot of mandala information with me, and it will be very helpful if I can share that information on that. But I'm a very
Mhm.
shyable person in terms of the camera thing. I never want to come into the camera. So I decided this is my phobia, and I'm gonna get out of it also. I'm also gonna post the, you can say, video. So since evening I just posted a two video. Let's see it goes regularly, so that I'll be also be able to help others.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I wanted to reflect on a few things that you've said. Number one, I do want to acknowledge that, some of the chores that you have to do in India are really no joke. I mean, you don't have processed food, which is so good for your health. But here in the US, we do take a lot of shortcuts because we have a lot of processed things and other kind of advantages. The other thing that I thought was really interesting that I wanted to see what you think is that one thing that I know about Indian culture is that there's a very big kind of push that a lot of parents put on their kids to, become an engineer. And I'm a little bit biased on this because I work at an engineering school and we have a lot of Indians who come for mechanical engineering specifically. They come for a 2-year degree and then they're able to find work in the US. So we see a lot of people with that. And I just wanted to really reflect on that because sometimes my experience is that sometimes when parents or society kind of tell us what to do, later sometimes we regret that. And so you mentioned depression, but I would also suggest that it might also be kind of a burnout because of a mismatch of a person's, let's say, authentic dream versus, what their reality is.
Correct.
Can you maybe expand on that a little bit?
Yes, the whatever you are telling, it is exactly happened with me also, but I'm not regretting it. If I'll tell you very frankly, so when I was, you can say, in my 11th, you can say after I passed the 10th, that is higher school in India. So when we pass that degree, we have to go to the, you can say, 11th and the 12th standard. So that was a higher education in terms of basic education. So I was very clear to my parent that I want to do something in the field of art. I was very clear in my thoughts. But my dad said, no, you have to either choose a biology or you have to choose a mathematics. This is your decision, but you cannot choose anything else. That time, because in India, we have a different type of mentality. They think that the kids are not able to take a right decision for themselves. So they think that this is right, that I will take the decision on behalf of that, so that their kids, children's future will be safe. So they are correct in their own, at that time. I don't find that this is wrong, but I was very clear in my thought that what I want to be. So he has not given me the choices, so I have only two choices. That is either to choose a biology or to choose a mathematics. So I have chosen a mathematics because I don't have any choice. So, and then I go further when I gone for the, you can say, a BTech degree, the bachelor's of technology. Then the again the same thing I told to my dad, that I want to be an artist, I want to do something in the field of art. Again he did not listen to me, and I have done a btech. After that, bachelor's in technology, then I have done a master's in technology, and then I have started job in that career. I have a very good experience. I'm not a regret about it, and I have earned a lot of money also, and I have done a very good thing. I've settled my career into it. But the you can say the destiny is already decided, and no one can change it. That this is just a by chance, right? It's not. This is not a planned thing. But at the end, I am where I want to be at that time. Right now, I'm an artist. Right, I have decided that in my career, and but I have never planned about it. When I gone to the btech and mtech, I decided that this career has gone. I never had a second thought about it that I want to be an artist. There was not nothing in my mind. But the destiny comes after so many years. Now I'm in the same field where I want to become. So now this is like when I told to my dad, when I had a discussion with him what I am doing, I simply told him this is what I want to do, and I will do, and I'll continue this till my last breath. I will do this only because now this is what which is giving me happiness, that who I am, who I want to become. It's not about the money, that how much money I am earning, right? It's about that this is giving me a happiness, this is giving me a peace, this is what I want to become. So now I'm an artist, I'm very happy, you can say a person that I always like that. If someone is asking me that Neha, what we can do in mandala, I seem like, wow, she's asking a question, I have answer of all of them. If that sometimes there is a call which is nothing related to a finance, nothing, they are not going to take your course, they're not going to take your painting, nothing like that. We are simply talking a 1 and 1.5 hours, just like that. What is mandala? Why it's beautiful? Why you have to take it? Why you have to learn it? Simply just a discussion. Because I just want to everyone to just learn a little bit about it. If you cannot, if you don't want, it's not because if you see, singing is also a meditation, dance is also a meditation. Whatever gives you happiness, that is a meditation, right? But if you are interested in doing something art related to the meditative, you can learn this also. This is also one of the beautiful things. So yeah, I am where I want to become at that time. But yeah, now I am settled into it. I'm doing good into it, since you can say in this December to now, the career is, you can say, going on a very good pace. It's going on because of the book. Lots of things are going on, but the thing is that the book is selling. If book is selling, the people are starting approaching you. Are you teaching also? Are you giving a workshop also? So I'm just not selling a book. The people are running for the workshops also, courses also. So lots of batches are going on. Lots of registration I have taken for the month of June also, August also. So the things are, you can say, just started on a one, you can say, in a regular basis. That yeah, this is the finance thing, that you are earning something, and so yeah, the things are going on like that.
Yeah, that makes me think of the word momentum. So, when things start happening, I mean, this is my experience. I'm caught up in this momentum, and it's building and building and building, and I have so much stuff coming in. And my mentor mentioned to me, you're going to have to learn when to say no, because then you have so much momentum going and so many things coming at you that you want to do this and this and this. And eventually you have to really align your soul, your spirit with your cause. And I heard your cause very loud and clear, because of your experience with the depression and, not being self-fulfilled, maybe at a certain point in your career. You decided to forge forward with this, and then you want to help other people with it. So I think that is a very noble cause. And, that's really why Lynn and I do this podcast, because we're both working full time and we're doing art. It's almost full time too, right?
Yes.
So,
So it's very
so it's
difficult, you are managing two jobs at a one time.
yes. So it's almost like, yes, we do have a cause. We do have a purpose. And, especially, I mean, I don't think it was my intention when this podcast started to focus toward women, but mm, I mean, that's where my heart is leading me because we do have unique challenges, right? We
Correct.
have the expectation of, cooking, cleaning, taking care of children, dealing with their school, and working and
Yeah.
pursuing our career. And where do we fit in? Like you know, it's time to start nurturing us. So
Yeah.
I'm just really inspired by everything that you're doing.
I totally agree with that, but I do want to, like, for full disclosure, just give my husband a nod because he is doing a lot of cooking,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the men can
Well, I'm
help.
going to give my husband one too because, I told him, I said, I can't keep up with everything. And he has been cooking all the meals.
The same
Yes.
with me also. My husband is a very good cook. So he also used to do, you can say, cooking a lot of time. Right now we have a maid also for the cooking, and because in India domestic helps are very cheap rather than the, you can say, other countries. So we have a cook also. We have a cleaning domestic help. I have a every domestic help, but it's still lots of time my husband is cooking for me because he knows that she's busy in her work, and she's you can say holding my daughter also. She's also doing a lot for us, right? So it's a like a, it's a mutual thing that we both are doing for each other. We know that he is busy, so I'll try to manage as much I can, and sometimes I am very busy, so he's also trying to manage. Just like he just came here, he was sleeping, he just came here. I don't know why what he needed, but maybe related to daughter, and I said, okay, okay, go away, go away. So he simply got away. So he will take care of it because it's a mutual relationship, right? So it goes like that. So yeah,
I'm
he's also
so
very
glad to hear
helpful.
that. I'm
Yeah.
so glad to hear that. Neha, which state are you in?
I'm from Haryana state. It's like a Delhi, capital of India. I think if you
Okay.
know, yeah. So it's very near to capital. It's like a Delhi NCR area, the capital area. So we are living in near.
Okay.
I'm just living near to it. Yeah. So it's a metro
Okay. All
city.
right.
That's why the process is very easy, because in metro cities, everything is quite easy as per if you're living in a rural area. So everything is
Mm.
difficult in a rural area, because right now I'm just doing a pop-up stalls also, exhibitions also. So in metro cities it happens, you can say every month the lots of workshops are happening, the pop-up stalls are happening. You can go to mall, you can go to, you can say, societies to do a pop-up stalls. Lots of events are going on. So these are helpful in if you're living in the metro cities. So I've sold a lot of my paintings in the pop-up stalls in the last 3 months. So yeah, it's a very good experience that to do a pop-up stop also, because I was very much inspired from lots of, I have lots of US friends. So I have seen that the Tammy is doing very good, damn good. I don't know, but her quotation is like, that's something that my heart goes away like that. How is she doing it? And every time think of a new quotation putting into it. And I think recently she has put in a stall also, right? So these are the, I've seen a lot of artists who is doing this, and that things inspire me also. Look, at least Neha, let's take a chance, just go to the pop store, go out of your home, because I'm doing everything at my home only. So I don't have a outer exposure, so I want to go something out and to do whatever I will earn or did not earn, that does not matter. But at least go something out and explore that what is the in the market, what is going on, because lots of artists are coming over there. You will be able to create a network, you'll be able to talk, you'll be able to learn a lot how these things going on. So I have done a lot of the stalls in the, you can say, last 3 or 4 months. It was not a profitable one, but yeah, it was a very good learning. So I have a plans to do in the future also.
Very nice. Um, yeah, I don't know much about your region, other than it's very near uh, the northern cuisine. So you must have the really good cuisine. But I did get to visit Kerala a couple of years ago, and I think that's a little bit more rural because
Yeah,
yeah,
actually,
I didn't see so
mhm.
many opportunities like what you're suggesting.
I think you must have eaten a dosa, idli, sambar. because that is a very much famous in the south area of it, south area of India. You have visited a Kerala, correct? There are lots of south
Mm-hmm.
dishes
Yeah.
like the sambar, idli, dosa, the uttapam. These are their recipes, especially from the south side of India. I'm living in the northern area,
Yeah.
so there are different type of gravies. If you have heard, a paneer butter masala, paneer lababdar, butter chicken masala type of thing. Those are very spicy, but yeah, in India these are a very yummy dishes. Also, there are lots of northern India because in India, we are living in a one India, but South India and North India is completely like a two different countries, right? Our
Yeah.
language is changed because in India there are thousands of languages going on. In every state, the language changed. Every city, the language changed. So North India and South India especially are like two different countries. That if we are going
Yeah.
to South India, I feel like I'm going to US. I don't know anyone. I will not able to understand the language. I am not able to understand anything. Even I will not be able to eat the food because they have a different
Hmm.
type of recipes. Even we are also cooking the idli sambar at a home, but the recipe is completely different from them. So there are in the food sense and everything, we are completely different from north to south. But yeah, we have a very yummy dishes, and that's why in India the ladies' work is too much. We are cooking a lot. There are, you can say, in a day minimum we are cooking thrice in a day. That's a minimum thing we are cooking. Sometimes it happens four times also. If you have a baby at your home, sometimes you cook a five times also because the baby's day schedule is going like a five times in a day. So one time we can go with the fruits, other time we have to cook for the babies. So yeah, so the cooking, especially in India, the every lady cook, that every house is there is the kitchen, and they are making at least the three meals in a day: the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can't escape not even a single meal. So in India, that the ladies who are just a housewife, they have a lot of pressure on top of it, that what to make, how to make, right? And they are doing the same thing since so many years. I'm seeing my mother, she is doing the same thing since you can say 37 or a 38 year. So I think it's very commendable and a very difficult job. At least we have a domestic help. We are doing a lot of things, right? We have a career also. So our mind is going here and there. We are managing with the times. We are just doing the one thing again, again, and again. Again, you have to get up in the morning. Again, you have to cook the food for the family. It's a very, very difficult job to handle all the kids, your husband, your house, and then again you have to start cooking it. Sometimes my mom is like, I'm frustrated. I don't want to cook a single meal. But same again, days that she's a mother, right? She cannot control her feelings. Then again, she goes to kitchen. Okay, I will make a yummy food for you. So these things happens in India. Mother is always a mother. So yeah, it
Yeah.
happens.
That's beautiful. So you're not only helping people get through depression or burnout with their careers, but you're also paving the way for your generation and future generations of women, especially women entrepreneurs. You are bucking the system. You know, yes, you've been a college professor. Yes, you have your degree. Probably a PhD, right? And now you have a business and it's about ready to really explode. And I think that your business is going to really support you for your next level. And I am just so excited and so inspired. And I'm also just thrilled about, how many other, especially women from India, either residing in the US, because there are a lot,
Yes,
or women in India who might be hearing this, who are going to be really inspired by your story to just keep doing their art and find a way to get some sort of book published, or find a way to get prints made, or whatever, because the world is basically available to you as a market.
Hmm.
absolutely. So that the one course which I'm running is that a 3 month mandala course, where I'm teaching all the forms of mandala. Along with it, there is a very, you can say, important note into it, that I am teaching how to start your own business from mandala. This is especially for
Hmm.
the entrepreneur, for the ladies who want to make a career into it. This is not like a competitor. I am also a mandala artist. I know I'm just preparing a competitor for me, but I don't feel like it. It's not a competitor thing. The world is so wide, right? you cannot take all the clients, right? It's like I'm not a money type person that I have to only earn money. There are lots of things. So I think there are a lot of ladies who I'm teaching it, and I'm teaching it from the very beginning. Like if you are zero into it, that I just received a one lady who has took my course around 5 months back. She's from Chennai, from south part of India. So she just told me she was a housewife, and she right now she is an entrepreneur. Before it was only a housewife. So her confidence level was so low, and I just you can say I have given a one workshop to her child, and then she got to know about me that I am teaching a mandala also. And then she approached me, and when we had a you can say word for her first time, I was feel like that her confidence level is so low. Then I asked her, why you want to do this? For everyone, I my first question, if you want to learn mandala, first tell me why you want to learn it, what is your aim, so that I can teach you according to that, right? Then she told me, I want to earn some money out of it because I am not feeling that confidence about me, that when I go out I feel like that I'm a burden on someone. So I want to earn my money, that this is my money, whatever I want to do I can do with it. So I think, okay, just give me 3 months of it, the course, then we will talk that where we are. So from the very beginning, how to make an Instagram page, how to make a Facebook page, how to monetize your work, how to do everything in a one by one step. Along with the mandala course, we just gone to the stage, and after the end of 3 months, you can say before 3 months, she has you can say launched her own coloring book, and till now I think she has sold 150 copies of that book, and she has sold a 50 plus paintings also. Even I have not sold a 50 plus paintings till yet, but she has sold it because in South India there is a huge market for it. And I was so
Mm.
happy because every time she messages me that I have made this painting, now just see at it, that if something goes wrong I will improve it. So she always sent me her artwork. I was so happy, and now she is independent and she is doing so good for herself. Now she is like so confident. Her voice is like that, who I am. She know who I am, and she talks like that, that I am not a nobody, that the whole world does not know me, the people are not respecting it. In India there is a one thing, that if you want a respect, you have to do something, which is I feel it. Because when the housewife, if you somebody simply say that I am a housewife, I think housewife is the most difficult job in the India, but still people are not ready to give a respect to them. If you are doing something
Mm.
else with it, they will feel like, oh, you are so good. But if you are only a housewife, they will treat you like that you are nobody. So it is very much important for, I think, if in India, for every lady to do something of your own, you must have a money in your pocket, which is just of yours. You have earned that money, you have that in your pocket. No need to be burden on someone, no need to look for it, that give me my money, I want to do this shopping, I want to do that shopping. You have to be that confidence. And in that 3 month course, till now I'm running so many courses, lots of batches are going on, and everyone has the same goal. Everyone has the same goal. Someone like there are few
Mhm.
people who are stuck in their business, right? They have started it, they have like a 2 year gone, 3 year gone, but they are not doing, still the business is not growing at that pace. Few are like they want to do something. So there are lots of ways. So I'm trying to help, because in this 3 year I have done a lot of struggle, because I did not get a single help from somebody, only and only from the US people. Because the
Mm.
Sharon helped me, then Tammy helped me, then Khalil helped me, and then my business growth. So I simply, whatever my connection is, whatever my experience is, learning is, I am giving everything to them. Even I'm giving my network also, that this is the network, that if you want any help, you can just go for it. I haven't, I know I am preparing my competitor, but I don't feel like it. That is the competitor. We are friends. If we grow together, everyone will be happy, right? So we just go like that, and I'm helping a lot of them, and I feel happy that the lots of people are struggling how to do that. If I'll just reach to this stage in the 3 years, and I'll help it out to somebody, maybe they can achieve this in the 1 year, maybe in few months. They will not take 3 years, that just like I have taken a 3 year. Maybe I can short it out their journey. They will do something good for themselves. So the whole cause is very
So I
no.
firmly believe, I wanted to interrupt you real quick. I firmly believe that um, what we put out into the universe comes back to us. And
Mm.
I remember I was following an artist, and I won't say her name, and I don't even remember it, but she was very famous, and she had this very beautiful fluid art form that I loved, and I commented, how do you mix your paint for that? And I remember getting almost trampled by some of the comments, like, you don't copy someone's artwork, and I had no intention of doing that, but I quickly unfollowed her because she didn't come in and say anything. And now all the artists that I meet, and let me tell you, I am meeting a plethora all over the world, are like you.
Mhm.
So, we grow by helping one another, and it's not a competition. You
Yes.
know,
Mhm.
we can have our own voice, but yet we can also learn from other people. And that's really the beauty of it. And I know that that's why you were drawn to us and us to you, because it's a beautiful thing. The community that Lynn and I, we have a lot of communities we're in, and they're sharing and open and helpful to other people. That's really what it should be. And if it's not, find another community,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, because the thing which you are telling me, it happened with me. I think every artist are feeling the same thing. It happened once or twice. It happened with everyone. I also, like, in India, I followed one artist in the very beginning. She was so good. Still, she is very good. I did not till now I have not reached to her level. But I know when I just commented her that I am just very fascinated by your artwork. Can you please guide me which type of pens you have used? And she has given
Yeah.
a very negative response to it. I have simply asked a question, which type of pens you have used, because your artwork is looking so good. And she did a very negative response to me, and the same thing, that you are copying me, there is no, I have a copyright with me, I will do a legal action, you cannot do this. Then I simply said, okay, it's my mistake, I am sorry. So then I have not, you can say, talked to her, but still I'm following her because her artwork is so good. But then I know that if your attitude is good, if your motivation, you can say, your goal is good, it's like a positive, right? You're not harming anything, it's good. I think everything will come in your way, right? And if you have a negative attitude, then I think you can reach at one level, but after then the falling will be start, because you cannot be on top of it if you have a negative attitude. You must have that positive vibes with you, that the people will, that whoever is coming in touch with you, they will love you, they want to be with you if you have a positive attitude. If you are negative, that at a one point of everyone will start going, you can say, out of it, okay, just leave it, she's just a negative person, right? So it's very important to be a positive, and it's not like a competitor. Even in one of my course, there is a lady, Gia. She's from Mumbai, and my work and her work is almost same in the mandala, and she's also on a very good level, just like I am. I'm not on a good level, but yeah, we are also, you can say, equal to each other. And she said on the very simple thing, Neha, I don't know, I'll try to not to copy you, but this is for sure that you are my competitor. Now you can decide whether you want to took me in your course or not. This is, I'm leaving up to you. But I don't want you to say after a 1 year that, Neha, that we are the competitor and I'm feeling very bad. मैंने कहा, it's not like it. I'm not that type of person. I know a population of India. It's a huge population. You cannot you cannot take all of the client at once. I cannot take all of a client at once. So whatever you want to do, if you want to copy my work, copy it. I will not mind it even. Whatever you want to do with it. I don't
Mhm.
feel like it. I don't feel bad at all. You, so just be normal. We are friends, and we will like that. I'm not saying we are collaborating with each other. I never collaborate with the artist, which is in the same thing. I received a lot of requests from the artist that I just want to collaborate with you in the business. So I would say that you are also a mandala artist. I am also a mandala artist. I can guide you how to grow. You can do it in your way. But if the both the two artists in the same way, that in a one business, it is not gonna help each other. You are also, because you also want a something. We are, as we are doing a noble cause also, but we are looking for the finance term also, because we have to run our houses also. So then the things clash. So I said, I'm open to help, whatever help you want. But the collaboration does not work. We are friends and we can be like friends. And whatever you want, whatever support you want, whatever network you want, whatever the information you want, I am ready to give it to you. But we will not collaborate with each other, but we will become a friend, and whatever you want, you can take out of me. So this is the thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're almost to the end of our time, but I really wanted to honor your presence here today with us. Again, it's super late there, and you have so much. When I'm listening to you, I can't imagine that you were ever depressed because you're just so bubbly and and then you said you were a little bit shy in front of the camera. I think you're a natural. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like because you have that openness, you are receiving and things are going to keep coming to you. And it's a beautiful place to be in that receptive mode.
Yes.
So keep doing what you're doing because you've inspired me today. I've thought about doing some Mandela. I haven't, it's on my
I would love
bucket
to
list.
show some of the mandalas to you. If you have a few minutes, I'll show it to you. What, because I just
Yes, please show us
few
a
of the
couple. We'd
paintings
love
with
to see
me. You
them.
can see
Oh,
this
wow.
is,
I
yes, this
I
is called,
just it's fascinating.
it's very
Fascinating.
easy to draw. If you'll go step by step, it's very easy to draw. It's not
Yeah.
difficult. It's an odd neck mandala. It is called as a odd neck mandala. I'll show more to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
nice.
Yes, so this is in the black and white
Uh-huh.
and a little 3D look. This is again in the form of circles. So yeah, so there are, this is a spring thing, and I'll
Mm.
show one of the huge work which I have created. So
Oh, wow.
Wow.
this took me
Wow.
23 hours to complete one painting.
How long?
So 23 hours to complete one
Oh,
painting.
good. I
Wow.
thought you said 3 hours, and I was like
No,
almost about ready to fall off my chair.
that's the
Like
difficulty of
what?
mandala. Mandala is a very time-taking process. The painting which
Yeah.
I'm showing to you, it took us 7 hours to complete just this painting. 7 hours. So it's a
Oh,
Yeah.
very,
yeah.
very time taking process. But in terms of cost in India, it's a very low market. That this the huge painting which I have shown to you, and the one painting which I have shipped to the you can say one of the lady. If we calculate in the terms of you can say dollars, it is around $100. I think yes, it's $100. But that painting was so good, and in fact I have to sell around you can say in a $300 or in a $400. But in India you did not get accurate value. It's like in India there is a market, a very low market for this, that you will not, because the mandala require a lot of time, but you will not
Mm-hmm.
get that much of money in the market. So I'll show
Right.
one last painting to you which I have
Okay.
I think it was my best one, and I have already sold this. This is one of my painting which you can see, I think, on my Facebook profile also. This is the painting
Yes.
which I sold in a
Beautiful.
$100, and it took a 25 hour to complete just one painting. Total
Oh,
How
25
wow.
big
hours.
was how big was that?
It's a A3 size. A3 size. A3 size. You can say in inches. I think 21 inches or something, like almost a 1 feet. Almost a one
Wow.
feet. Yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
and I hardly get $100 of it. But yeah, so that's why I love the US market also, because there you will get a
Mhm.
good amount of it, because you will get the actual value in the currency rate is very different. We have a very low
Right.
currency as per to dollar, right? So if you're
Right.
selling something to you can say US, then you will get a very good amount of it. So yeah, it happens in India. So we have a huge population. This is the negative part also, but yeah, it's and the things goes on like that. So I'm very positive that maybe there will be a day when I can sold out my paintings in that amount, and people will be ready to buy that painting from me. So I'm waiting for
Right.
that time. It is definitely gonna come after some years.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure talking to you. I learned some culture about India that I didn't know. I had no idea there was such a vast difference from northern to southern. Um, I'm inspired to try some of the Mandela. Might have to get your book. So
Yeah, I'm
I
curious.
look forward to seeing you on Facebook and Instagram, and we will definitely link all of that stuff in the comments of the podcast. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
so much
you.
for inviting me. And so it's like both of you to take out the time for me. It's a big achievement for me because with 15 days back, I have given another interview which is gonna be on a Spotify. You can say in a coming 3 or 4 days is also gonna come. So I'm very excited that the back-to-back two interviews are gonna come on in the social media. So I'm very happy about it. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
You're so welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you, Neha. Have a wonderful sleep now.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye bye. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Bye.
Bye.